Are you ready?
Yeah. What up? Chi-Town, New York City, Philly, Atlanta, Virginia. They said it was coming back around, man. First thing, back to the lyrics, man. Okay, coming back to people like me. I say, it's me, soldier.
Going from a loser to a lazy, all it took was just putting the A over the O, you know. And it's a whole new transformation, it's a whole new set of ideals, a whole new understanding, something new to strive for. And it stands for love always shines every time. Remember to smile, which is just kind of like more so for me and everybody else who's out there, but it more as a reminder for me to just, you know, the darkness shall pass. You know, if you're going through a dark pit in your life or you're going through a dark situation, you know that there's always light on the other side. Even if you look at like if you're on an airplane, you know, it may be raining where you at, but you can take an airplane and go above the clouds and the sun is up there and it's like a bright sunny day and you look down and it's like, oh wow, like where'd all the rain go? Just the idea that the sun is always shining, the light is always shining no matter what, and eventually those clouds part and you'll see that. So that's where it, you know, kind of came from. Pharrell gets the credit for beaming. We were sitting down kind of brainstorming on just ideas, and he was taking the idea of like the laser beam and stuff like that. I'm just like, yo, that's it, it's beaming, let's go. Here goes skateboard right here. We like minds, you know, kind of think on the same page. So I always like to sit with people, do music with people that can kind of understand where I come from or come from the same places that I come from. So it's like, oh, I get it, and we'll expand on it, on the idea, as opposed to trying to change it and make it something new or go in a different direction or whatever. They try to add on to your ideas, you know, and make them bigger, you know, open doors and maybe see stuff that you didn't see in it. I think the beaming, all them leaks was just some maliciousness. I think people tried to piggyback that I had a mixtape coming out and tried to leak the records on some like big part of the mixtape when it wasn't. You know, it actually wasn't. There's no songs that have ever been officially released off Lasers at all. You know, from Shining Down to some records that were released yesterday. Nothing's been released by the label, by myself officially at all. So every record that's been out has been like a leak or some pirated version of some song or something that somebody stole or something. So it's like, what's the point? You know, the next mixtape that I do, if I ever do any mixtapes, will be for the street. You know what I'm saying? It's something that I'm gonna press up and you might have to go buy now. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to me just putting something out there, people trying to take advantage of that. They whack, you know, especially the niggas that do it, you know, and they know who they are, working at a record company, some intern, some dude at the studio, somebody just want to feel like they bigger than what they really are, you know, and get their hands on something that they know they're not supposed to have, and then put it out for no gain, though. When everybody who got food and liquor, and there was 900,000 people that got food and liquor, not from the store, like 2 months before it came out, that's 900,000 sales that are gone. So I always look at leaking and pirating as like some garbage, and the niggas who do it, I just like no respect, because it's like, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to be like, look at the grass is green and be like, yo, it's blowing you up, it's blowing you up. And it's like, I understand that to a certain extent, but when it becomes to the point where it's taking money out your pocket, that's not blowing you up, that's tearing you down.
Yeah, you don't come back unless you learn some. And baby girl, what does it matter where your purse from? Your hair done, your nails did, your ass fat.
I still find myself, you know, hype beasting and high snobody and looking for the next release, but now as opposed to having to, you know, go find a store, I just call the dude who made it and like, yo, send me 2 of those. You know, the parts, you know, of myself, Lupe Fiasco, whatever, music, fashion, whatever, you know, that fashion piece is a big piece, and I still involved with it, still got my brand, still putting out seasons, you know, so it's a good thing. It's a good feeling to see it big now, you know, to see Hypebeast big now, when Hypebeast was just like super duper nuts and bolts, and they only had 30 people on the board or whatever. Now to see it worldwide and huge, and see Kevin, you know, being able to just fully focus on that and get money off that is dope. So much love to the street West.
And whatever happened to Righteous Kung Fu?
I still got it. It's like a holding company. I decided not to really make it a brand and just make it the company, kind of like how Nowhere is for Bape or what have you. Truly and Truly is the brand. FOI is like a sub-brand of Truly and Truly. We actually got another season. It's not even really a season. It's really just like whenever I feel like it'll get the idea to make something and then put it out. But we got the next season called Basic Info, which is hopefully dropping in June. I'm gonna say around there. It's gonna be at RSVP Gallery in Chicago. You can always go to trilliantruly.com and direct you to the site, buy mad pieces, whatever. Just go buy mad. Just the hospitality of Houston. Like, I love Houston, I love Texas. The dudes that are from here, the MCs that are from here, the music that comes out of here, the scene that's here. You know, how they get love in the streets. Like, I was riding around with Trey. It's me and Trey the Truth, shout out Trey the Truth, ABN. And it's people who pull up on the side that know his car. You know, it's 3 in the morning on the expressway that know his car, come up, to roll down the window as a fan, like, I love your music on the expressway, doing like 70 miles an hour and just pull off. You know, to see that they get that type of, you know, love. And it's me and him with no security, no nothing, just driving down the expressway, and to see he at 2 in the morning and see him get that kind of love. And whether it be from hotel clerks or just anywhere in the city, to see that they get looked at and revered as if they're, then go pop the trunk and give them like a mixtape, like, yeah, make sure you buy my new album's coming out, here you go, make sure this is doing his own promo and shit like that. Like, they're superheroes to me. They're like the hip hop superheroes, you know. Bun B, Slim Thug, Willie D, just the hospitality of Houston. The most street credible, the most hip hop credible, whatever list of credibility you want to put them in, they there. You know, and they good dudes. They don't let it get to their head, you know, and they treat everybody they treat me when I come to the city. They treat everybody with open arms and hospitality. It's just love down here. So I was like, I'm gonna return the love, you know what I'm saying? That's how hip hop came out. I don't diss MTV, I love those dudes, Shaheem, I love all those dudes up at MTV, those are all my homeboys. As you can see, we did Mixtape Daily, like, right around the corner after they put out the list or whatever. I don't even care about the list now. Like, it was a point, I think, that was like rejuvenated me. It was already coming, but it was just something to see, like, oh, you slighted me again, you know? And it was just like, oh, okay, I remember you slighted me before, and I had to go in, and, you know, it's just like perfect timing for me to kind of get off my ass and come and have something to do, you know what I'm saying? Like, to be able to go out there and do something and have like a purpose to doing it. But yeah, man, I feel it's coming. I gave that little list, within that period of that list coming out, I did 2 albums, you know, 4 albums. That's nasty. So
it was more like motivation? More like
motivation than it was anything else. And less retaliation and more just kind of taking it on the chin. It's like, yeah, you're right, I need to step up and get out there. Yeah, so. Be on the lookout for Dosage. Oh, Dosage is on tour.
What's up, y'all? Dosage, straight out of Philadelphia. I'm here with my big bro, so that's all I'm saying. Looking for the logo, that's all I'm gonna tell y'all. And the rest is history, man. I just want to solidify my spot. Y'all gonna see me. Y'all gonna definitely see me.
It's my stamp of approval. My thumbs up. It's just a kind of like an initiative, you know what I'm saying? Less a super group and more just like a crew, you know what I'm saying? I went to a Cool Kids show. They're doing a show with Common, Cool Kids was there, and they had brought out Charles Hamilton, and B.O.B. was performing. So me, B.O.B., Cool Kids, Charles Hamilton, everybody just kind of like in the same building. And it was just crazy how everybody gravitated like that. And I just felt like, yo, we need to do something. So we went in and did the Beeman remix. And then as we were doing the remix, my mind was just like, yo, Asher Roth, J. Cole, Wale, you know, just like all the dudes that fit in that mold, you know, that fit in that box. It was like, why not Blue? You know, why not kind of bring all these people together in some way, some loose format, you know what I'm saying? To show some solidarity in that movement, you know, which is missing. You see all those cats, you see them everywhere, but you never see them like together. You never see us like together, unless you like on tour. You just me and Bobby on tour. But even with situations like that, now it kind of makes sense. Like this was kind of on accident. Now let's make it on purpose. So now let the next tour be all of us, or let the next remix be all of us, or let this next movie be half of us, or let it be a quarter of us. But make sure that we all stand in the same mix all together. So that was just kind of like the idea. Loosely reached out to a couple people, went hard at like a couple people, like Cool Kid, Charles Hamilton, to J. Cole, Wale, Blue, you know, and everybody kind of been receptive to it and down with it. So that's good. The Beeman remix, you know, whatever. You can take it however, and whatever projects come after that, you can put it under the same title if that's what it is. It's just something to show solidarity, you know. Bumped into Pharrell and was like, yo man, you need to be the DJ, because you kind of like the source, you know, for us. We look at you like you the shit, so you need to kind of step in and, you know, be the guy who's over it. So, you know, that's what it is. All City Chess Club, DJ Skateboard Beat, you know. What up? It's Lupe Fiasco. You logged on to Okayplayer.com. You heard? Stay tuned.